So everyone, we're going to go through SellerAmp today and how to actually use this software and how to actually understand the software because so many of you are using it incorrectly, and I'm going to go through it today. Everything you need to know about SellerAmp, each section, its importance, what to actually extract from that, and how to overall utilize it to benefit you and make you more money with Amazon. Okay. Now, first things first, a lot of you will use SellerAmp's website to find products, but what you can actually do if you use Google Chrome is you can add SellerAmp to your as a Chrome extension. And what that does is that means that every time you go onto an Amazon listing, SellerAmp comes right next to it, as you can see here, literally right here. Now, why is that good? Because it just saves time, and time is money. So what you want to do is on the three dots here on SellerAmp, you want to go on Google Chrome, you want to go into extensions, you want to visit the Chrome Web Store, and you want to type in SellerAmp, and it will come up. So SellerAmp SaaS, click that, and then you add it to Chrome. Okay. And then what you do is you just sign in. Okay. And then when you sign in, it comes up like this and it'll be on the side of your screen. Now, if I zoom in to SellerAmp, let's speak about what is actually useful. So firstly, it will come up literally like this, it will match the product to the right. Now, the first thing that you need to make sure is that your VAT settings come up as not registered. So not applicable, not standard rate, not flat rate. It needs to be not registered. Okay. For most of you who are not VAT registered, which is pretty much most of you watching this. Okay. Now, if you are VAT registered, then you could choose standard rate. Okay. But most of you are with this. Now, the most important things are your quick info. Firstly, eligibility. So all of you here that talk about or get upset about, having to give invoices to Amazon, well, boohoo, that's what you have to do. And SellerAmp will tell you whether you need to do that. Again, if you want to know how to actually get the right invoices, please watch my video on gating and ungating, which will be in this series. You should see it down below, or just click on my channel. Okay, now if it tells you no, then that means you're going to need to get an invoice for this product. So factor that in. Now your alerts are really, really important. As you can see here, you can scroll down, you can see all the different types of alerts. Now, dangerous goods alerts, all that means is just you just need to ship the product in differently. Then you've got private label and IP analysis. These are the two alerts that you want to basically be careful of. If this comes up, then you might get in trouble for selling the product essentially. And then the other ones, variations, all that means is that this product will have like different sizes. Meltable doesn't really matter. And then size, again, it doesn't really matter. It will just tell you if the product's too big. What that means is just maybe the shipping fees would be decently expensive, but I will factor that all in. Now, the other important thing is your max cost. This is really, really important because what this tells you is the minimum you need to get this product for in order for it to meet the criteria that you put in. On your SellerAmp settings, you can choose what your minimum profit is and your minimum ROI is. I would set it as 25%, and then your minimum profit maybe is like £1. In that way, your max cost will always align with that. Okay, so if you do it anywhere under the max cost, actually, no, wait, why did that not make sense? 27. The max cost is 20. Oh, over the max cost, sorry. As you can see, it flags up red, okay, because it's over the max cost. So that's why it would flag up red, okay? So that's the beginner stuff, the quick info. Now, next, this is the most important thing from SellerAmp, I think, is you can have a look at other sellers' stock. So you can have a look at what stock they have. And this is really, really good because when you're selling on listings, you don't want to be on listings where people have loads and loads of stock. So you want to double check this, make sure that the listing's not too saturated. And also you want to see what people are priced at as well, in order to see where would you price, okay? So remember that as well. And it will tell you if they're a FBM seller or a FBA seller. Yeah. Next, there are the charts, but a lot of you that use this, I would just not use this. You would use Keeper instead. So I ignore the charts. I ignore all of this. The one bit that I do use is this profit calculator thing. Now, what this does is that this just allows me to realize how much I'm going to make. So I will put in how many units I buy. So let's say I'm buying 15 of these. This will tell me I'm going to spend £435 and I'm going to make £100 almost. So I will go for products that kind of are going to give me more than £30 profit per product. So, for example, if this told me it was less than £30, I wouldn't buy it. Okay, so that's one thing that I would do. And the next thing that's quite important is this buy box analysis thing on here. But again, we can check this through Keeper. But if you would like to use SellerAmp, SellerAmp's quite nice in the sense that it's almost like a pie chart. So it's quite cool because essentially, when we spoke about the buy box, remember we want the buy box to be shared. And as you can see here, everyone's got a piece of the pie. So you want to see the pie look like this, where everyone kind of has a share. You don't want it to be where someone's got the majority. Okay. So you can always have a look at that as well. Now, if yours doesn't look like this, what you need to do is you just need to go onto your settings. Okay. You need to go onto your settings, which is, if I zoom out, your settings will be down here, and you can just edit your settings so that they look like this essentially. Okay. So if I scroll here, on your settings, you want your VAT scheme to be not registered. Okay. Then you also want your minimum profit, £1, minimum ROI 25%. Now, a lot of you won't have prep fees, but if you do have a prep fee, put that in. And then the next thing is like stuff here. So show profit margin, show ROI. Um, and then you have SATs panels here. So if you click that, what that does is you can turn on things like your VAT settings, your alerts, your offers. So to be fair, I would get rid of the charts for me, ranks and prices. I get rid of that. I don't need that. Turn on your buy box analysis. I don't really need any notes. Discounts and lookup details you can keep on. Seller Central keep on. And yeah, then if you were to go back, then you will be able to see everything. So that is SellerAmp for you. That is what you need to do. Use it effectively and make sure to watch the next video, which will be on Keeper. Okay, so once you know how to use SellerAmp, make sure that you learn Keeper because Keeper is the one that's going to really, really change the game for you. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. If you are liking the series, drop a comment if you have any questions about using SellerAmp, anything you're struggling with, and I will respond to you there.